So let's start off with La Liga, Spanish La Liga. Weekend we matches a basso any results a PMU say anything yemfa emrewe. Yeah, okay. Deportivo Alaves began by beating Cadiz. That was last Friday. 1-0. Rayo Vallecano Esutenefi Emma Las Palmas Eshenu 2-0. Mallorca and Villarreal Eddie Bomu Anano Memenda Ubia Eshen Nyonko Eka Bako. Valencia Eshe Athletic Bilbao 1-0. Real Sociedad Ekoshe Celta Vigo away by 1-0. And Reria and Osasuna Echi Hitafi born 3-2. Almeria, hey, Ngovono Komyo, almost first 2 goals, Etimitia, Real Madrid, Antie Ramazani, Oni Gonzalez, and a share goals no Edma Almeria. Jude Bellingham beti Bako after the break with a penalty. Vini de Bako Becao, and Abrante Garitano, Ebenya second yellow money red card, and when it mattered most 90+9, Dani Carvajal, and the Bako Kanwa, Madrid, a team winning in a spectacular comeback. 3-2. Elsewhere, na Barca SOAD in Kunim. Almost I can say Real Betis and one more concede first 2 goals. Abrante friend Ferran Torres edi kanche mienu ama Abrante Isco esu jina na so betiti ni nyinara. And so ba wiye na Ferran Torres ashe ama Yao Felix edi ba kwa kan ama Barca edi Kunim by 4-2 El Real Betis for so. I can say ba kwa no bi ahwe anim na Girona wo mu ene Sevilla ba wiye na Girona ashe Sevilla by 5-1. Inti Girona fui, he said, yeah, Ibusa se haine betimi do mochi akafom, Abrante fen Dobbik, or no eshe hat-trick, Elsa Kinsium, of course, Stuani was on the score sheet for his side. La Liga table, Girona lead with 52 points, with 21 games our ball, Real Madrid L51, but with a game in hand, Barcelona L44, also with a game in hand, Athletic Club at also 4th with 41 points. Spanish La Liga table no so. Yako Germany results say PML Bundesliga numanano na was a Mainz any Union at the boom ne postpone Freiburg esoche Hoffenheim ebon 3-2 Heidenheim any Wolfsburg ebon 1-1 Borussia Dortmund away winning by 4-0 omni Borussia Dortmund and the bomu Dortmund any Cologne and the bomu Cologne edi Kugo by 4-0 Abrante Marlen Oshe Baku Fulkrug eshe back. Okay, Marlin scored twice. Fulkrug scored. And Mukoko eshe na. Unimara USMBC. Fulkrug ni go eshe no. Na Abrante efene Jadon Sancho. Ona watch triami chana to form. And a penalty ni by. And a okofa ball no say oh. Fulkrug mpacho mami mo penalty na mi fen Jimmy Dean o kananu nsem nyinara Fulkrug anfa ball na mana Fulkrug ebo na kasa na de etu mu a eno ema Dortmund enya san kunu de no Darmstadt any Frankfurt ebo 2-2 VfL Bochum any VfB Stuttgart ebo na Stuttgart lose 1-0 Leverkusen 27 matches obi antimi hyeum Bundesliga no mu what I say enti Shannon so 23 wins and 4 draws. That's amazing. On Eshe Leipzig by 3-2. Last minute, Anukrana is saying yes, 90+1. And on Timi winning Henkapi and Eshe the winning goal Edma Zabi Alonso the team Leverkusen. Bayern for the say ya on Tinefima Werder Bremen Ebe Sheomu by 1-0. We any the PML the Allianz Arena. Augsburg esusuko Borussia Park ekoshe Mönchengladbach by 2-1 into the PML Bundesliga num ena yede abano say ena Bundesliga table na etie Bayer Leverkusen lead with 18 matches played no or 48 points difference ne say Bayern about 17 matches one shot of Leverkusen ena or 7 points difference into Bayern were 41 Leverkusen were 48 Stuttgart tosumensa or 34 and Leipzig so 33 Dortmund 33 or also 5th Bundesliga say and a table no etie yana ni free ninche Italian Serie A All right, Serie A num susu say enete. Okay, in the Serie A matches are a basu weekend winner and some kitwa. There were interesting games this weekend in the Serie A. Frosinone, Etinafi, Echi Cagliari, Ebon, and the Ghanaian boy Sulemana, shed my Cagliari, but it was too little for a win. Ondi Kugo 3-1. Monza, Esutina Oma, Empoli, Eshen 3-0. Genoa, Ekoshe Salernitana by a 2-1. Into Genoa, and also on it me Akudi and Kunim ewo Salernitana fui esui Genoa atimi enya sa enkunimde win in the Serie A enra so match back where basu na Juve and Lecce Juve kwa way they are in some good form Dusan Vlahovic eshe mienu ena abrantie freno Brima ono so eshe bako ema Juventus ma ontimi edi enkunim ewo sa kensi no table no ewo Italy Juventus oma bedi kan with 52 points. Inter with a game in hand, 51. Milan and Fiorentina, third and fourth on 34 and 45 points respectively. Okay, in the Premier League, Sheffield, yes, more. They drew with West Ham yesterday, and David Moyes was upset about some developments in that game. Arsenal, another member Tumri, on Palace, Palace by 5-0. Until we ended the PM or Arsenal, of course. Martinelli scored twice, Trossard on the score sheet, and then Gabriel also scoring for Arsenal in that emphatic win. Brentford, Forest by 3-2. And the king of Brentford arrived in style. Ivan Toney, free kick, now a first goal. And my Brentford, Abraham Timidi and Kunim by 3-2. So he returns from the ban and scores on his first game. Sheffield and West Ham, so 2-2 nura, Nanya Sem Ketwa Kra, anti David Moyes, and Nicole Cooper says, I can see we party. There was a committee a win. Liverpool kwa away. Eko share bomb up by 4-0. Darwin Nunes eshe mienu ena Diego Jota. Ononso eshe mienu ama Liverpool. Itiminya sa enkunim dieno. So very soon we'll move into the AFCON zone. Now the AFCON in common, abro right from Friday through to yesterday, and what to look forward to later on today. So it's a minute to 9:30. Premier League, English Premier League table. Say Anna Etie, who is leading the Premier League. Arsenal are back in the conversation after that win. But Liverpool go top of the league with 48 points. Wow. City 43, Arsenal 43. City have a game in hand. Hey, Liverpool, the back in contention. Aston Villa, fourth with 43 points. Into the a woman no, I don't know. So it's time for us to move into the African Cup of Nations. It's AFCON zone here on the Sports Park on 89.7. Proudly brought to you by Techno Mobile. Narino na di Bomoa or the Abrantin Chaka for my walk quarter-finals in 3 straight sets, 6 laps, 6-3, 1 hour, 44 minutes winner. And they walk on Nima, one Taylor Fritz, and so on it Stefanos Tsitsipas, and the Bomoa, one also ABT Tsitsipas, Abrantin friend Jannik Sinner, one also Etimi winning against a Karen Kashanova, Wakonenima NSA. Senna is one of the favorites to challenge Djokovic for the Australian Open. Sa anti Wakonenimno, one Andre Rublev na otna na onosu eden otimi edi enkunim ewo na kensi one Alex de Minaur edi ebomunum. Into Australian Open and also komo kakra free MMA na kinsinum ena yedi ebron. As I speak to you, Nori and Zverev are playing and it's an explosive fixture. Enya sem ketwa crack. Na emana film so Diana Yastremska one also say ekasei nanka na kuma kra PFI ne hunanum abra wono etimi Victoria Azarenka edini free mo a woko quarter final sa NSA nti shenon sona eno so former unum se abaya fan Elena Svitolina ono one Linda Noskova kense no amawie ye ena Svitolina wosi na chia ne ya nti akense no ontimi entoa so a wo withdraw ya ene wantimi ankonanim ewo Australian Open num enti we ene kakra ya boaboa no efriwa jedeba. Let's move back to our AFCON zone. Finally, he won by 6-3, 7-6, 7-4, 5-7, 6-1. One also echo into the quarterfinals when he granted Hubert Hurkacz and Onena Erikwako Boyni. na amfo hwe nim se Senegal ebetimi ato so ampaniampa to so winning their second group game 3-1 against Cameroon on etimi come winning into the round of 16 in the other game in that group. Guinea esusuni Gambia edibom na obia ahye ne nyonko eka bako. Gambia elusu 1-0 to Guinea. Eosa group numna enyasem ketwa Algeria memenda esusu eni Burkina Faso ebo 2-2 na fempo Mauritania etna oma Angola esheno 3-2 na Tunisia eni Mali ebo 1-1 enra Morocco esuni DRC ebo 1-1 Zambia eni Tanzania ebo 1-1 and the biggest winners of the AFCON so far South Africa Womuchi Namibia, ebo Namibia by 4-0. And the matches are Ebaso, Ampaya, Asia, Guinea-Bissau, and Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and Equatorial Guinea. Ninya 5 p.m. You're born simultaneously. And I think 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄, Womu, and Egypt, and a deep boy. Ghana for interest now, 8 p.m. Mozambique, and Ghana. And you be jatuo na ye tisi fia na fe ye de san komo we aba kan we say me da so abon kai say the Black Princesses have qualified for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup yempre omwe on ya de won sem kranhye sem bia na odi abre emaya no san senra konfa so on she Senegal na enika sempa inti insma ya boaboa no from the major leagues to the Australian Open and the African Cup of Nations final group game matches no ya boy ya bo group second group matches ni nyinara wie amene aka eye group matches e twato kra na nkosi ni ya wada so de na ya boni nyina wie nkosi ukwada de na ya boni nyina every round of 60 matches no be sha se memenda inti so na famie inti ene matches are eba so Equatorial Guinea, Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, Nigeria, Cape Verde, Egypt, Ghana, and Mozambique is for discussions later on. Join us on Facebook. You stream me live. We me are joining and you like, you share, and you comment. We me so and we live on our YouTube channel, Max FM GH. We me so aba now. Wait me Edward Jin Chaba. It was 050-6367-196. 050-6367-196. That's WhatsApp. Let's hear from you. Your views make the show big, so don't be left out of the conversation. Me and Tonka for Adwin Chebra na yen kenkan o messages no enfema. Sabredi yesi fom na abadwafo edon komo etimi aba. Me and Tonka for kwa wo bia utie the Sports Park on 89.7. Nani, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Adumarakwa. Good. So we are in the AFCON mood.
Yeah.
But as usual, European matches so ego so koso. I mean, shots here and free. AFCON na babetiesi matches ne kakra ewo Europe. They said they na o kan ho asem no. Friday, make a game involving Cameroon and Senegal. The first thing I know with 3 man and Besame say, I buy Fabrice Ondwa and I buy Andre Onana. And it was Andre Onana. But on also be considered 3 goals in the hands of the Senegalese team. And see, I'm out for who the reason why me share the first 2 games of the AFCON. I still think say Senegal team look stronger than the rest of the teams now about AFCON. The reason why I make this I say aside almost 3 goals in each of their games, Manasha 6 goals and conceding 1 no. That may share opponent to my face. And I feel say only Cameroon bo now set 3. Now only Gambia bo now set 3 means your team is strong. Cameroon hosted the tournament last edition. Gambia Eremu into the knockout phase the last edition. Saint Fiatia. So now because they're coming to the AFCON, no, they are not a smaller side. And the traditional African games, no, yeah, now they need too much. So who defy all us? Now we set 3 goals in the first game. The second game we also set 3 goals. Imagine you say what bet a football na say. Now we find a way be a benya result our. The reason why I'm happy about this Senegalese team is say it looks like the first time I lose this team in the bar tournament, in the 4th AFCON or as a coach ni. First one out in the knockout stage. Now second one, Olusu in the final. Third one, 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐕𝐄. Now Oko the 4th one. Oshe Aliu sister from day 1 till now, and I realized they say, aside producing results for the Senegalese national team, or Sansu Suya dear with Jumanimu. Only most coaches Edin Kobo. Anyone my football acha, Adebako a difficulty here. O setting up a football team. Now don't we win the trophy. Now call of the players. Omo period need trim. Now what starts where infusing new squad. Not team the down and now some results. Here heading. In recent times, say Alex Ferguson. You who building a strong Man United team. Not last time the HM. Not in between us, some building a new team. A better mom with the same kind of results. We saw it. You who are Semenga, why is Adiano? I was asking our team the move. But coaches will bring her. Nana, who said the best period nifty man of a different environment to start it again. And I was just going through the Senegalese team that were coaching in the previous tournament. Nana who said the transition period and the coin of first was a boys no. Why you man? Oh, the Senegalese team no. Last edition of AFCON, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Josiah Quaye Nana Adu, key men in the midfield, and the player of ball Leicester and N'Pelis Mendy was in a 3-man midfield. Michel Muller's game no boy no. All these 3 players were on the bench. There is new Gueye bi abeshem. There is new Camara, Lamine Camara. Any Papi Matassa as the new midfield trio for the Senegalese national team. Nana. Ne do second half now, or the guy money at the end started to move no. It looks like team number Gia to say and they umpo the Senegalese team, these young guys take you up. Because it is again a guy, one of the few players in the history of Senegalese national team about 100 games. Into a long as a planet for say. The best days in the year. Even in the history of the Senegalese national team, players have more than 100 games. Some Newton. I say Ghana here. Players have more than 100 games for the Blasters in Newton. And the Onokwa say to achieve that require enough because Pempen so we born na me Camara neighbor. Born na Papi Matassa able. Any young guys need see a kind. Any Senegalese national team no. They have a lot of work to do within the team. Also, the team now they did the AFCON, the last edition now. Diallo, the young PSG guy, you know, and Kalidou Koulibaly. And they all call the back 3. a team a who say key players omu drum na so Europe be free bench na eba ene nyan ken fo no Idrissa Gana Gueye mu na endekwa mu free scene mu. It's not like their team no mo no omo te bench. He's still playing for Everton.
Yeah.
So me who say Aliu sister na ebe sua bibu adwuma ni mu a. So when to man AFCON no kra na. Only one of the coaches of the national team match because different kind of players need the coin fans or se kwan or se foforo. And I feel so oh yeah adwuma ni ye e da Senegal national team no. I'm happy for him because me kai time a oye captain. I'm on the Cameroon call final. No mo lose sa final no. Obeka sa final no on Elijah Diouf no mo tom penalty to twene ye. Cameroon je AFCON di cho mo na so. So Onobe who say in that period as a player coming to me anje in the mayor national team coach they are making me nya. So learning on the job. So I feel say my member Senegal team na baso. Mejia to say nana third goal na Sadio Mane say no. Senka Mane yehu bibi kakra. Sorry. Onana. Yehu bibi kakra. And while you name Onana this particular season sa goal enya wanwa. Meaning say what about football at na keepers omo wa ball na nam form no ya na mo struggle on nana. Naturally I'm struggle on.
It depends.
It depends on the individual.
On your reflexes.
Yeah. But Onana manaya is a goalkeeper no mo one on ball na nam form mo struggle. Because baby Sadio Mane the two no fine member Sadio Mane abaso. Sadio no ball nche ya. Very experienced guys. Almost that number of goals no. And baby o place ball na to ye. When you near to baby no place ball na to ho. Maturity e wom. But I feel say the third goal especially Onana could have done something about it. Indeed Onana nanka ha mean to make just a performance na aba form. And a Premier League nanka na expose no. And now so onye good enough. And now so obenya the lack of the game. Unza abrabo no obutumi nya lack.
Sure.
Na all season no. No end up in a big team that. No pass it through the rounds no be big. But what may you no so sinchen. Now they are compare other goalkeepers bia omunya that exposure na when you na because we dey say normal. We dey the oye dey say big bebre wo ho. Cameroon as mine e lack goalkeeper da. Me high many nkan. They are the team from Africa who produce great goalkeepers.
Sure.
Me high many nkan I didn't say it's Cameroon. Inti for this kind of goals no many ade na be say Onana. Rogo Song we dwuma. I doubt the Cameroonian team will be qualified. I doubt. Even though after 1 point, their last game, omu winia, omu de na kwa say ye bia, yen fighting for one of the 10 best placed team, and now say yen hoping for.
Until winning the last game.
Nana?
Only Gambia.
Difficult. Especially when Gambia so, enya 1 point on so cause a game, no so for say a good result against Cameroon, he can also qualify. On the see the third best placed team ninti ama obia third game no aye crucial. Ayen kan na first two e qualify na. Nka bo se be do third game no. Na obi kwa be film dada. So but the third best placed team to be qualified into obia third game e crucial. Majority of the teams in this tournament obia at least when 1 point.
Yeah.
Very few teams. No munya point bia no kwa India group no omo hope say when they win their last game be no be one of the best third place team with 3 points about they qualify. So I'm a tournament where each game in a group stage is crucial.
Sure.
That is why me hwe Gambia for no na me hwe performance kwan am fast one omo ni Guinea for the boy na me hwe mo ball no bobo na Cameroon person win the maximum 3 points. Not to me qualify with my and yet there will go back song again and saying. And unfortunately, no. Key striker no. But Abubakar Mbo game because of injury.
Yeah.
Tupo Motin number. 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 ne form na depo. On quite induced concern.
Yeah.
So Cameroon team nangasa so womu issues. I doubt their third game they may qualify. So a good win for the Senegalese national team. So Munya the 3-1 win over Cameroon. Men challenge were Guinea in Gambia because it was a great win for the Guinean national team. After a 1-1 draw with Cameroon, a 1-0 win against Gambia, and also 4 points. So only 1 point against Senegal will guarantee the qualification.
Senegal also qualified that.
Senegal also qualified that.
But they might want to keep 100% record.
And no another option.
Yeah, Simon.
Why head here, Krana? Or Ben I just all rest players, Krana. What will be bench? Cry about no crab, but some different performer because Osho almost second game. Now, the first one more Papi Matasa.
Yeah.
Second one, about Papi Matasa, but arguably was the best player on the pitch. So that needed competition now were created within the team. And so bringing the best out of these boys because I also say, Fanny said on a good day, we decided to say, or rest war almost starting Lamy, Crepin, Gaye, and they kind of saying, Papi Matasa. No, but Sekou Koyate, Nampelis Mendy, Idrissa Gana Gueye man. Almost by imagine said they still have something within them. So they should prove a point for Aliou to say, so that they are going forward. No, almost experience will be counted in their games. So Nana, I was there. Guinea, it was a good win against Gambia. 1-0 win on the qualifier. Burkina Faso, Algeria, draw. Algeria team was after winning the AFCON. What is Nana? Almost winning game BM. After the AFCON. Almost winning game BM AFCON.
So last term, group stage.
Oh, Frimu, where we need game BM.
Winless, yeah.
This time it's 2 games winless. It's after a winning AFCON. Uncle AFCON winning game yo. So it looks like almost so the best days and the best players no every scene anymore. Because almost second game I didn't see Mares. And the young boy be 78 minutes. Na coach na Samares. Na me who say a toss up period in the pet no say kunu hiding.
Yeah.
But almost striker no that 2 goals no crucial for him. And me who's the second half. Bonija. I think so only the day I question campaign e Kata. Al-Sadd, yes. When Zabi was there, yes, it's true. The second half, no, the Slimani Muni Adie no. Any display last time you friendly match was go against Ghana. Unas.
Yeah.
Or then we second half. So I saw say, oh yeah, you be bia, but team now who are the Nagahano. Apart from. In that match.
Yeah.
I'm from mother Algerian team, but Burkina team is strong, Nana.
Yeah.
The Burkina team is strong.
You play some energy,
yeah. One here, the typical West African side, no movement in the knockout phase now. Will be a game to watch. I'm just imagining this Burkina team. Now we share Senegal. And I will share Ivory Coast. We share Nigeria. Typical West African football. And they have a solid team. And what Burkina for Nabaso. Me sure more matches nibu or hard and say qualification the but this performance, be knockout stage, anything can happen. Tournament the Mekai Angola. Man, now someone that Ghana will go to the final. But after passing through the group stage, you take game by game. Maybe I need to be a bit more some of these teams. But Burkina Faso, they have a strong team. Me perhaps sober leadership quality which they have.
Yeah.
Quite for martial defense, And it looks like because he has seen it all when it comes to the Bundesliga and team. Not only how to play the African game. And also Ebuano. And this player also running behind our main striker, Issa Kabure. Very workaholic in the team. Oh yeah, Jumapa very well for Burkina team. I'm surprised, Burkina team have quality of players like this. Over who Africa game the ball. So no wonder their captain Bertrand Traoré is not starting now. Any news?
Because Bertrand has lost his place at Villa.
Yeah, Villa. So on the weekends.
Unai Emery by
on
Sheno.
Oh, struggle. But 2 games for the second half.
It's been strategic. Obabi Obeshegu.
Yeah, coach is be sada sana.
Debio, any friend say Obi coach team.
The handwriting with team no so. Only the strength of every individual.
You play in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You are best player. You are not playing. You form conform. Born you do them 90 and MY. It's you be used strategically.
Even 15 minutes crown about my result.
Obaso be more results.
2010 I'm Egypt forward striker, but not go king. One starting game
The
that.
friend Gedo, he scored against Ghana in the finals. Gedo was or a super sub.
Yeah.
Asan Sheata. Obabi Obeshego.
Because he had a tournament back so. Not or prefer Zidane ahead of Mido.
Yes.
Which one? Is it the 208, 206 or 208 own? Not prefer or no. The same thing about year 2010 and not get the second half.
Yeah.
Honestly, not go king.
Sure.
So, me know what just say purely coaching.
No.
Maybe the coaches will tell us.
Like I keep saying.
Yeah.
If you're a coach and you don't know the profile of your players,
That is why you struggle.
You struggle and their strengths, weaknesses, and abilities. Forget.
Yeah.
When and how to use them.
They are not equal.
They be that.
Every player be or starting ball 80 minutes. About productive football. Player be so about 15 minutes. Start 15 minutes. He'll be efficient on the game.
That's it.
So it's about the coaches knowing the profile of each player.
Simple. Ali Usise.
That is why I think you struggle in that.
Ali Usise is showing it for everybody to see.
Yeah. So I never who are working at team no so. It's showing because on a good day, yeah.
Akwa better best start Ghana.
Especially when about last minute against Mauritania.
So
ever said that 1-0 win last minute, no.
So
the next game will be forced to start him.
What's the point in keeping him on the bench?
On the bench again.
Aye, but ordinate say.
Obviously, back as I say, the result concerning Bebli. It's another point. But the year come, I imagine say, be a coach 𝐒𝐿𝐕𝐄. Wagambo. Your first game will be end say be a key player. Be Wayemre. Was starting no. A boy asked me what's a goal. A boy didn't send any skill because I was starting from the bench. I did back why you had a day no. But I'm not need to understand that you're purely coaching. And I feel say, I did back Abua. This Burkina team. Omunya draw.
It's all saying 4 points.
Or 4 points. Or won the last game. 4 points. One of the best third place team you can qualify. But also is secure that. Only 1 point in your last game, 5 points automatic. Because me heard the real groups we see corner. So the best third place team will be winning the last game. The 4 points will be more. Now natural groups now. The 4 points will be winning the third game. The 4 points will be more. So I find the better only way when the coach say now goes ahead and watch those kind of things. But I feel say I would like to see Burkina in the knockout phase, and I would like to see them against the powerhouse. Anyhow, but typical West African football in a tournament like this. So, my member Burkina for about so any result to Munyaye. I don't think somebody Mauritania deserve to lose against Angola. But I'm share no. The best should have been a draw.
That game produced 5 goals.
5 goals.
Wow.
3-2 against Mauritania. Now me for say, boy now Mauritania boy na at least nobody deserve point to be. So Mauritania team the free Mukrana. They should maintain this team, the cohesion, the consistency, the coaching. May say the team will improve the next tournament because ball against Angola no. Angola experience nobody nya 3-2 no. And I saw Unipa Fabrice Akwa in the stands. When second goal, the banner players at 12th stance, the extra Fabrice Akwa. So okay no. To honor them qualify for the first World Cup in 2006. On it, striker no striker the man Elali Flavio. So I saw Fabrice Akwa in the stands, and I mean who say yes. The legends are supporting their team, and I thought say, I remember Angola team about so 3-2 over Mauritania is a good result. Team Bakwa. I thought after getting the first half goal, no, Kobetima continue winning again, but Tunisia was dead wall. So I'm take no. Mali in 20 years.
Or 4.
Or 4 points, but our performance, no.
South Africa or 3.
South Africa or 3. No more last game. South Africa will need at least a points. So Olusun the first game, no Bekai. To Mali. Now Mali have about draw. Into another 4 points. But the last game near South Africa against Tunisia.
Tunisia are desperate.
Hey. It means Tunisia and South Africa but I can't qualify. Because South Africa no our 3. One situation. So I'm going to Tunisia and a crucial game. That is why the third round games no. I'm out for interest. So it was a good result at Tunisia over Mali because Mali scored the first goal.
Tunisia any point or 1.
Tunisia about draw first game. No?
About draw.
Yes.
And somebody draw.
Yes.
Or 2.
Wow. No, Tunisia lost the first game to Namibia.
Namibia share no.
Yes. Olusun to 1 point. Inti, game against Zambia against South Africa. It should be a straight win.
Must win, must Tunisia.
Tunisia. Now South Africa should lose to Mali.
South Africa will need a draw at least to be safe.
At least a draw. No, when you have 4 points. And no crano, depending on the other game.
And that draw will take Tunisia to 2 points.
Yes.
Wow.
To Tunisia and qualify. So now America says South Africa and Tunisia, one of them will not qualify.
Right.
But I first what I've seen around the Hugo Blues, you know, this Tunisia team also winning power with my Hugo Blues approach, you know, and then the game management and the kind of fast. In fact, he's the only team who was 4 goals, one conceded in this tournament. The only team was 4, he didn't concede.
Yeah.
And going to a crucial game like this, now they say we need Rema and more confidence in that game. So I first say, Nana.
Yeah.
It was a great result at California. Team was surprising me. Now I thought it was going to be an easy win for them. Zambia. By the time Tanzania still go, anytime Zambia Nana, African football is going to the next level. It's really improving. And I thought say, my member Tanzania team Nabaso. After losing their first game, 9 days, Omenya 1-1 against Zambia no. Make say a good result. Na Tanzania rather than the Zambian team because Zambia be our first game now. Omomunya draw against DR Congo obekai. And omo share first goal DR Congo be take no. No masa benya draw against Tanzania. Nti Zambia will have to get a win in their last game to qualify. So that group is still open. As to team about to my qualify. So Nana, that is for the AFCON matches course. So in the matches in the South Ghana game, the so later on. But Nigeria, Guinea-Bissau, Côte d'Ivoire, Equatorial Guinea.
And these games straight wins for Côte d'Ivoire and Nigeria.
Bona Equatorial Guinea bono. Huma Côte d'Ivoire.
Number Josiah straight win.
On paper, Nigeria then the Yifrim.
Nigeria be share.
Yifrim. The reason I say Yifrim is say
Obe winning.
Nigeria nya 1 point against Equatorial Guinea. Now we're winning against
Côte d'Ivoire.
4 points.
We need our qualify. We need our topic group.
Our topic group, no. But I doubt he will pick the maximum win against Guinea-Bissau.
You don't respect this Nigerian team.
Nigeria for no almost your teams and go try almost bang. Almost your person they find a way to play. But almost young get to the moment me who me. And how I'm approaching this particular game and almost top bomb. That one they are very important. Almost top here in a group only the host nation room. Now top it. Now what's the host nation confidence cost. But Nigeria had a good run of results in the group stage last edition. But we will not cast for almost free yaya to Tunisia. Yaya, almost some 1 million. Almost yaya second half moment Mantagano. Go on so bantam. Chance of more chances. Alex Iwobi, Joe Oribo, they are missing a lot of chances. But eventually, no. Nigeria, Efrimu Yaya, Austin Guapo, was coaching that team. Inti, yeah, no more against the smaller teams. In fact, look at their route of the qualifier in recent times. So, Leon Echo said Nigeria, Nigeria home. Central African Republic, and Nigeria ball draw, Nigeria. Inti Nigeria for no, yeah, now result are, of a yes, smaller games, no, yeah, now Musubaning effect. Inti, me, I'll not go for Nigeria straight win over Guinea-Bissau. I'll not go for that win. Guinea-Bissau has lost their first 2 games. 2-0 to the host nation and humiliating result against Equatorial Guinea. Their chance of qualifying in Niho. What I say, do baby Sabi. Yes, our teams in Kotwana or news own to mean qualifying. O Siawa or Pebidia Coffee. In the game way, a game be a suspect. By Côte d'Ivoire, I'm tipping them to pick the win over Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea a draw against Nigeria, a win against Guinea-Bissau 4 points. Côte d'Ivoire will pick the win and go to 6 points. The host nation cannot be out at this stage. No.
So they will beat Equatorial Guinea.
They will beat Equatorial Guinea. A difficulty there because Equatorial Guinea for a free scoring side. Team of tournament. No matter much this number of goals, it means the confidence in terms of goal scoring.
Is it not dependent on the quality of the defense or shy?
Anna,
the Guinea-Bissau defense.
as somebody I'm a catcher, I will say, oh, your goal scorer. And found defense are no mobile. So when you're confident, now some more goals are. game bi a de be kom bia and that is why in the national team colors no RN the goal scoring record e improve here natural no nimbo no bodada
ono special sa boy no kasa munja no
za
Ghana share ni subida nti ono okasa
when if you win you striker da on
asamo na wo bida no wo hu bi aka che me baby jet
about Tony Bebli
Tony watch World Cup good
no more be that
ai say baby ni goes on Ghana qualify go
za
no baby jet jano
it's on a different level
no he's a
until you all time Ghana 11 I know you're number 9
baby jet so all time Ghana 11
no no number 9 na
oh for my generation I'll put him there
all time
I didn't see some of them play. You see, I can't sign your money all time.
All time. Why should I read Oseko?
The things you read. No. I didn't watch Oseko.
Yeah, but you watch Abedi Pele.
Abedi Pele's generation will put him there as their.
Babo behind Abedi Pele, Babo behind him.
Now make I say, be a generation they will not see as a modern fit to be in their all-time Ghana 11. Yeah. What I say because they've seen what we have not seen. But my generation and your generation.
Now, in choosing a situation like this, who choose our own? Or have be a Nepal boy, and now when the Panankasa individual and the qualities of
maybe your boy they are achieving on the ball.
John Wabba walk up about more nations cap and the head of Tony Bebli.
You don't need a suit say to tell you.
But what sure Tony Bebli those days so said Tony Bebli was different level.
But only numbers.
The numbers, yes, it's another point. Yes, it's true.
Only numbers.
It's true. So I be the Pele behind Tony Bebli.
Prolific about only numbers.
I be the Pele behind Tony Bebli for you.
Somebody will tell you Golden Boy Abdul Razak.
Send the one channel. All time.
And I make an internet subjective.
All time media. I be the Pele behind Tony Asamajan.
Oh.
All time.
I'm not
ready. If in the last 20 years and 30 years.
Mine digress. We have done a different topic altogether. Let's move on to AFCON.
Asa.
No, baby jet to a peerless.
Oh, a different level.
No.
Yeah.
About do you think CAF is recognizing Ghana football legends and every time they come to pick us Samoa Jan? Every captain that they've done in the last 5 years. Ghana player been on before.
Well, that's good. I mean, so after Samoa Jan, the best thing you could do so, right?
Oh, kudos ni on we be now abroad Samoa Jan, so depending on injuries ni.
Oh, okay.
Longevity.
Oh, okay. I don't have a doubt, you know.
Because as Samoa Jan, one said and major profile leagues Europe.
But he was injury free, Kaka.
I make us say, but he couldn't really light up European football.
Yeah.
He did something small Udine, did something small at Stade Rennais, did something small at Sunderland.
The achievement, no, don't do national team football.
And Asia.
Okay.
And Asia.
Yes,
so.
Asa!
Baby,
oh, Abidjan. If I need the agro, on the alcohol, and I'm mood as a sunny idea. Baby jet, dear Maza. If you have so, Nana for AFCON in just some few minutes on. Buy a disappointing man for Nana. Mamata Baymanek in the last 3-4 years, every season, sad disappointing result. But what I happen within their games. Anya Dortmund entrance Frankfurt. Anya entrance Frankfurt Wolfsburg. And then Werder Bremen. From nowhere. For you to score a goal against Bayern Munich in the first half. They had to go in the pong. Nana. Bayern Munich body by 4-1 a day. And right because of an intimation that share second half no. Creating chances. And at that moment because second half no can say number 7 squad they see a kind.
Everybody was in.
I saw Musiala, I saw Kingsley Coman, I saw Leroy Sané, I saw Harry Kane, I saw Leonard. Ķemenjai. Oh, na Ķemenjai there. Now who the late name Upa. Oh wait, now who can say Leonard Australian anywhere right back. No who can say for Guerrero in the midfield.
Alfonso Bo left back.
There's no a small team who lose first half. No. But Omunya that good result over Bayern Munich. Makase a blessing at the Leverkusen. A blessing at the Leverkusen because Leverkusen elusu Adley for the AFCON. Tapsoba for the AFCON. Boniface by AFCON preparation no prior. I was returning. On see a kind for more. Now Nathan Teller so nya call up on the national team. They are losing key players. But for them to travel, no to many that 3-2 win, It means Alonso a team no.
He's not built his team around individuals.
Yeah.
No.
Adeba akora mbasa be share. When the absence of this fullback need ni one measure, but those fullback no so injury free. Gilmado and Jeremy Frimpong, yes. Am I injury free this particular season? No wonder the likes of Arsenal and Chelsea. I'm going to put Jeremy Frimpong.
Right.
Make us say a modern day right back of a team. That boy is one of them. Because Messi even tap sober. Arguably their best defender this season. Now still, Utumina convincing you now. Dortmund, something is working for them, Nana.
Right.
And I feel say, remember my basso. And the result of Munya. My friends because in the same friends from the Dawson. And yes, I can Liverpool. Now it was a difficult game.
They're back on top.
But a 4-0 win over the Vitality Stadium without Mohamed Salah. And now me sure up front. Now me who Jota,
Darwin,
Luis Diaz, and the Darwin Nunes. Now Cody Gakpo coming from the bench in the second half.
That's the future of
Now me who say, still, even without Mohamed Salah, Liverpool were strong up front.
Right.
There was no Szoboszlai, and there was no, you can say, McAllister. In the whole team, it was a strong team.
Once again, the opposition.
One more. Now, say no more hard, but it was.
What did you say? 𝐶𝐿𝐕𝐄 now kosha.
Yeah.
What may you hope?
I'm a hope, Kaka. If you had the crime rate to be.
How the call maybe so Trafford now kosha no lie.
Old Trafford.
First ranker. All right, 12 minutes past 10. 89.7. 22nd of January 2024. The day the Black Stars seek qualification for the round of 16 in the African Cup of Nations. Still to come, Ghana, Mozambique preview. Now, your Black Princesses who are baso kakra on qualify for Colombia 2024. I am Max FM. Join us on WhatsApp with your comments, your thoughts, your suggestions. 050-6367-196. Thank you very much, Nana Adu, for your submission. NTA, Josiah, good morning.
And I'm on it. Yeah. I'm home to say. I hope you had a good weekend.
Yes, we're good. Yampa weekend man 2 months baby.
When you go baby out.
Me shocking.
Say Saturday near kasa na o say wo hwe game no with you.
Yeah, Saturday
yeah, now say. Yeah. Wo hwe game no with you. See they say GPL in you to between ajewa home kakra until it's back eventually. And AFCON yi mu nsem. Any nsem bi e twegu amanone. Now I think that for the first time, I'm starting to think that North Africans for the dominance.
Very.
I say.
Obviously, we are now Osune or Cote d'Ivoire. I have Morocco for.
You see, say what's that?
Morocco for no endurance. How Moses? Yes, born the Omo Homedo. Yes, Hakimi the born Koba na Wakoto.
Look, Shesna, how they are giving up on their lead anytime they lead in a game. They dominate at certain intervals. And you see, that is where preparations come in now. Playing in such weather conditions. If you know, Oji and a bar to go. Oji are for the bar to go. But then look at all the teams that are playing. It looks like they've all not won straight games. 2 games on Boeing, no be a boast of 100% record. Even Egypt are yet to win a game in this AFCON. So I was looking at the games they've all played. And I'm beginning to think, say, one share na, I think, say, a bad dimposi ebenya a North African team in the semi-final of this year's competition. Nana. Because so far, Omo makes me convincing kakra empo in Morocco. They won their first game against Tanzania. And their last game was a 1-1 draw against the Congo. Egypt are still winless. Tunisia are on the brink of what? Elimination. And also Algeria, 2 games, they've drawn all 2. And to Osha, the only team I'm making I say no, Nina Baku see next round. Morocco. Egypt will have to decide in their game against 𝐒𝐕𝐄 because their destiny are in their own hands. Now, and I think that team back one Shana one qualify and next round Tunisia. Because to lose to Namibia and then play out that 1-1 draw. Now, Ushe game no money Mali for boy now. I was even shocked. Say, I don't know, the Mali even had more possession than a team like Tunisia. And I'm looking at the Mali team. The guy or the coach who is leading the team, now the kind of players they have in their ranks, and I think say it wouldn't be bad to say they are the dark horses Nana, in this year's tournament. I'm tipping Mali to be the surprise package in the tournament, Nana.
Really?
Nana, she games on Mabono. Already they've played South Africa, they've played Tunisia. And teams when they're the toughest teams in the group anymore.
But they relinquished their lead against Tunisia.
Yes, but then even after playing the toughest teams in the group, Nana, they have 4 points.
Yeah.
And now they are going to play Namibia.
They're still leaders.
They are leaders. And on winning Namibia game, it's definitely going to be a win for them. And that is what I'm saying. Say, Honum Nanshana Tunisia heading a film group stage. And that will be the third time in the last 8 editions of Mufim or group stages.
They have just a point, right?
They have just 1 point. And Ushe South Africa, after that 3 points of Munya and Rano, Nana, they need just 1 point to qualify.
Because they have more goals, right?
They need just 1 point to qualify. It's a sin at the end of I'm beginning to think, say, Nana, I say Tunisia for one, who are they work from? Ushe teams in not African teams in Bana. As one of who are they work from? Because to play against Namibia, and even if they had gotten a win against Namibia, and get better pressure and so. And that is why the 2014 tournament is even more dangerous. 2014 tournament is very, very dangerous. I bet I just say first two record. Even the third best place teams. Because sometimes I feel the complacency setting. Looking at the facts, only say, oh, me did third in poor. I have a chance of what? Sneaking through. So now Tunisia, I don't see them qualifying, honestly. Last game Yomukobo against South Africa. When South Africa Susunim say ye draw the hiding, I qualify. And Mali will have to play a team like Namibia. So say Namibia also a 3-pointer.
If Mali even draw, they are true.
They are true. If they draw, they are true. Maybe say even a draw, we'll see them through. Because that will take them to 5 points.
And Namibia can also qualify.
Namibia also can qualify because they also need we also need a draw to what? To go through. It is as a blue group then wide open. Group will be.
That's interesting.
But I'm looking at the coach leading the Malian team, Nana, and I think it looks like some of these players or these coaches are unsung heroes.
Yeah, underrated. Huh?
Very, very underrated. Nana, very, very underrated coach. I was watching how they set up against Tunisia. And it looks like Tunisia real chance of Munya and Nana. And even on the day, Yves Bissouma was on the bench.
Yeah.
He came on to play 4 minutes. But then still they had Amadou Haidara. They have men when it comes to that midfield area. They have players because going into a crucial game like this, Nana, then you choose to bench a player like Yves Bissouma. This is a player who is leading the tackles, most tackles in the tournament, Nana.
Yeah.
So imagine Bissouma also playing in that game. I think it could have been worse for even Mali. Our coach, Eric 𝐒𝐀𝐂𝐊. Now the guy has played 14. That game of boy, was his 14th game for the Malian national team. And guess what? Nana, he's lost just one since he took over in May 2022. And you see, when it comes to the African football, Nana, you can't take away physicality. Say, born na ye bono. African born na born na you can't dominate. And on the day, that was one thing I saw. Say, even the Congolese in their game against Morocco, Nana, they used. Because we know the North Africans love what? That speed game, no? Very pacey game. But I watched how the Malians played, and then I would say I've been impressed with their performance so far. Tactically, how they set up. I would say, Nana, they could be a surprise package in the tournament. Let me share South Africa full team now. Oh, no, but there's a Namibia team that also beat Tunisia. So sometimes they yes. So
but it's a Namibian team that also drew with Ghana.
It's a because when you take it from that angle, you be like, what's the sometimes football doesn't follow logic.
That's right.
Because we say we know that was lose to we. But then I think say even if in that first game against Mali, Nana, if Pesitao had scored that penalty, maybe it would have been a different story. So there's a penalty, no Messi, Nana, maybe they could have gone on to what? To win that game. They are not a bad side. And I looked at the 11 players that started for South Africa against Namibia. Nana, only 3 of those players do not play for Mamelodi Sundowns.
7 of the line starting men are starters at Sundowns.
It make us say.
So it was Sundowns against Namibia.
It was basically Sundowns in Namibia and Airborne. And most of the Namibian players, they also play in what? In the South African League, SPL.
Yeah, PSL.
PSL, sorry. Yeah. The Premier Soccer League.
Yes, sir.
But then that should tell you that sometimes, see, if you're able to build a very good, if you have a very solid team that dominates in the league, then quality is quality.
No, correct.
Quality is quality.
Regardless of who they play against.
Exactly. Quality is quality. From their goalkeeper, the back four in Sundowns players. So with the exception of Pesitao, the striker Magopa, and one other player, Nana Omwina is Sundowns players. So you have 8 players playing for Sundowns. 1 Orlando Pirates player, 1 Al-Ahly player, and 1 player playing the Portuguese league, Tondela. Omwina is Sundowns players.
Wow. And you could feel it from the passage of play.
Nana, it was so easy, Chef. It was so easy for them. So imagine say a coach like Hugo Bruce, Nana, I want so much experience with this South African side. We will choose to field 8 players from Sundowns in the starting 11. Nana, I should tell you something.
Maybe I know new options.
Options? Oh no, but they have options. Nana, open options. There are South African players playing in Belgium, the Netherlands, and all that.
Yeah, their quality doesn't match up to those who play.
Good. So even in Mamelodi Sundowns, they still have what? Enough quality to represent the national team.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was looking at how they dominated that game against Namibia. Now they've placed themselves in a very, very advantageous position.
They need a point.
They need a point. And goal differences were healthy. Because after conceding 2 against Mali, we scored 4. So we have +2. And that's quite okay. And you know, with a tournament like this, Nana, you don't need only one winner. Nana, it boosts your confidence going into the next game. So you can imagine how Ghanaians are feeling going into such a game, where you know say you have to win at all costs. As compared to a team like South Africa, they know say, oh, you're winning here 1 point. And I'm looking at the 3rd place table, Nana, where it will be very, very interesting going forward. Because as of now, Nana Oshe 3rd place now. Cote d'Ivoire, Namibia, Algeria, Zambia, Ghana, Cameroon. 3rd place league, no. Huh? There's Cote d'Ivoire on 3 points. There's Namibia on 3 points. There's Algeria on 2. There's Zambia on 2. There's Ghana on 1. And there's Cameroon on 1.
I get it.
I hear it. And one interesting thing about this tournament is that teams still be about draw. Into me sure say 3rd place we know rankings no you be 4 be you hardly see a 5 in there because 5 you automatically would vote qualify you straight to the next round. But baby I drew no as a 4 no and a 3 be into which team meet you can say Namibia Nana they almost job baby even if they should lose their next game they might not care that much. Why? Because they know that 3 points could be enough to what? To see them through. And now also for Ghana, you know, say at all costs you have to win. Algeria will have to win. Cameroon, they have to win at all costs.
With your friend in goal.
Nana, you Cameroon for home. So if say Ghana e mobo Nana hwe Cameroon. Me so if you think Ghana yeah mobo Nana hwe Cameroon, we dey dan we need hwe Cameroon.
Almost 1 point Nana.
They have 1 point.
Ghana so 1 point.
Ghana 1 point.
Ba omo
Bo sing na bo boy.
Ghana ya dey sing omo.
Oh, you see in our game against Egypt. It's the only time in a long time Nana me who say yen winning game. But almost every Ghanaian was okay with the performance. And Ghanaians knew say it could have been better if not for what? Certain errors. We sat here before the tournament started. We sat here and analyzed all the teams and the strengths and weaknesses of the team. Yeah. Now that's why sometimes you say, you see, harmony in the camp of a team, Nana Eunia. And whenever you have a player who feels that they are bigger than the country, Nana, it doesn't help. And now, I feel for Rigobert Song. I feel for him. Because look at the situation he's placed himself. When the Senegal.
No,
you see, Nana, at the World Cup, I had wanted to see, say, tactically, no, Yoki Kaka. He wasn't that bad. You see, but I'm saying, and he needs to stand his ground.
You think he's a
good
coach?
He's a good coach. He's not a bad coach. Now, but certain decisions and heading and one of the decisions are 𝐒𝐶 song Nana Onana. Onana is one of the reasons why Son is not able to flourish as a coach over there.
Onana is not allowing him to play his tactics.
You see, Nana, there's a long-standing issue between the player.
So that is making the coach inefficient.
To some extent.
Wow.
To some extent. Nana, the first game they played a 1-1 draw. And this is a very strong Cameroon side. We all saw them in the last edition, Nana. We saw them, how strong they are. But when a player comes into the camp, Nana player back no fee or no or susi obia into your man in chi.
Anything is show.
Nana who goes there, money go no. Now money go no.
Is it a matter of the Cameroonian team not being good and blame being shifted on Onana?
It's not a blame being shifted, Nana, because even 𝐒𝐏𝐻𝐒, your first game you bought 1-1. A goalkeeper who didn't train with the team, who didn't camp with the team. Nana flies from club duty a day before we play our first game. He comes and he starts creating trouble.
No, the day of the first game.
The day of the about Saturday, or the day Sunday. United ball Saturday.
Because for the Cameroon.
So the game. Then he comes in, Nana, and forces what? To start. He protests, he wants to what? Start. You can't tell say, Davey, you can't start because you've not even trained. You just arrived. Omubo 1-1. Nana. Yes. Then the next game, he's been fielded. No, three. And your phobia was like, no, you see, that's the point. No one cares if it's Onana's fault or not. But I think that Onana's ego is just too much. He needs to be humble. Because they say, no, if you are Song, are you thinking of going back to Ondoa? Or sticking with Onana? Because you see, and the thing is, Ondoa, he's proving himself already.
You get a good vibe, yeah.
We're proving him.
Or AFCON winner.
No, he's an AFCON winner. What else does he need to prove? Unlike Onana, who is here to prove anything. So this is where Song Nana as a coach. Because this is what? A must-win game they are going into. Nana, they have to win this game at all costs. So do you stick to Onana? Or you go back to what? To Ondoa? And you see, in football, Nana, sometimes if you like it or not, there's luck in football. When you say goalkeepers, one time bomb. Your goalkeepers, I say, even our own example is at Sigi. People feel say he concedes too much. But also see, say sometimes no, he's so unlucky that whenever he's in post, he faces lots of what? Or shot. It's a more than or Tony Bebli. He's one of the goalkeepers compared to who didn't compare other goalkeepers that he concedes so many what? So much. Because always no, he's what? Facing what? A shot. And that's the same thing with Ondoa. As for the point, you see, it's the confidence. Confidence now, the guy exudes at the back now. That's the point too. Because if at 22 years, Nana, you are able to what? To win an AFCON with Cameroon. Nana, 7 years on, what shows say you can't repeat or achieve that feat again with them? And after conceding 3 over the weekend, Nana, in 31 games for club and country, Nana has conceded 50 goals. Oh!
Yeah, what do you think?
They be hear me with their numbers. Me number per mass. It's mass numbers who hear me pa. Nana in 31 games oh. And let me give you an interesting fact. When say Europe top 5 leagues no. Who can teams in now Boma? From England teams 20 now mobile league no. Who call Spain? Who call Germany? Who call France? Nana. Only 2 teams now consider goals. Team no. In the league. Only 2 teams in the whole of the European top 5 leagues. None of them consider more goals in Nana. And one is Sheffield. Wow. 50 goals in 31. Now you strike and poor. Nana, 50 goals in 31 games. And if some make me a stronger, I'm not playing no Nana. No.
All the goals are down to his errors.
Nana, you see, earlier on I made the submission there. I'm sure I didn't know error. But sometimes, see, coordination skills as a defender is even a problem. When him as a goalkeeper, and which one pen, yes, you say shot.
You think he lacks all those?
People haven't really tried to what? To analyze Onana's what? Goalkeeping skills. People have been, to some extent, blinded by the fact that he's a good distributor. But goalkeeping goes beyond just what? Distribution and what? Saves. Now that's what I say. Because you are the last line of what? Of defense. So how do you coordinate at the back? Because I'm looking at the Cameroon team and they shouldn't be in this state. This Cameroon, Yamaunchi gidi. Nana, Yamaunchi gidi.
You're not a Sincha. Outfield players, no. Cameroon, genuinely, if it's team is good enough to challenge at this AFCON.
Nana, their team is not bad. That's the point. Even when they won the AFCON 2017, now no one saw it coming. No one, with the team they had.
But I'm saying that,
from
what you've seen, is Cameroon good enough to challenge for something in this tournament? Will you keep an eye on Penasem in Sincha?
And yeah, they be patch or refreeze. Me patch or Okasem in Penasema now.
Keep an eye, they be Okanasem.
Okanasem, yeah.
Cameroon team, no. Outfield players, no. Or more genuine quality, or more competent enough, say, Ebia, Ometima GBB.
They do not have the big names. That's one thing. I understand.
And I think they have a good coach.
And I'm because the coach, so no one sem kakra adding. But then looking at the state where they find themselves, Nana, they shouldn't be in that state. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Okay.
Maybe a quarter-final exit won't be bad. So what I say. But then to find yourself in this state, now in 2 games, Nana, you are just left with one point. No, I think say baby, I can't do. And I'm just trying to see how the coach is going to tweak things in the last game. And everyone will be hoping. Is Fabrice Ondoa the man? Because Nana, trust me, if you should put Ondoa between the stakes and they go on to win and qualify, I think that maybe that will be the end of Onana. Oh, now they be okay. My first game, oh, Majibako. What be Jimmy and San? No, my son, Banama, my baby, one year qualifier. Oh, be the opponent. You see, and Nana, I think I'll have to blame Eto. Seriously. Eto is the reason why these things are happening in the camp. Because it looks like Rigobert Song doesn't really have, he doesn't have the power to make decisions. Yeah, can you gidi mechi? Gidi wabba yanto wase Jacks your mechi. Says the chimian kosher man the boy the share unana. That money go and I'm not a goalkeeper. But I would have saved that money go. Oh, no born and form was I could have saved that go. That go here. The shake gonna keep a BI. Yebeka see and drop his keeper. The goal man is scored. No man the crab on the grass or pass it as on person of a and you still concede such a goal. And already you see, you've disrespected the whole tournament and your national team. It's all bemuno. And count him say, oh, bad. Utim nya penalties 5. So at least you make amends for all the damages and the disrespect you've caused. No, but them no, you concede such cheap goals. Now I'm saying this: if Onana was a Ghanaian goalkeeper, and he shares our trainer, he is done for the tournament. No, they go for back pass then yeah. Yeah, mention him. No, he is done because you can't concede such goals. You can't concede such goals in a tournament like this. And at this point, look at the state of Cameroon, Nana. Keeper watching 31. What concede 50? Hey! 31. What concede? Ghana Premier League, who goalkeeper what concede more than 25 goals? What concede 50? For club and country, just 31 games. Nana, me who will be that? Nana?
Yes, sir.
Manchester City won some about. Mami fair New Year. So he said the Premier League. Asaba bonze Nana. Yes, say. Anshan yeba no. Omo isho musapo munzi. No, you see, I don't know the direction the Premier League is trying to go, Nana. But I think that the Premier League I'm seeing is trying to be ruthless. Because near the Everton, Everton or Fomumpono, Nana, it's making people question what the Premier League can do to City.
Right.
When you say Everton are facing another charge. Yeah, after the 10-point deduction, appeal him. They are facing another charge together with Nottingham Forest. And that even makes it even tough for City. Because here 𝐒𝐕𝐄, Obia, yes, we're breaching one. Nana has a 10-point deduction. And I'm looking at the Council of Mokane said they could face the harshest, unprecedented punishment in the history of the Premier League.
Wow.
The harshest too. And you see the weight could be unprecedented. And I think that they've outlined the breaches. The first one, Nana, is a failure to provide accurate and up-to-date financial information from the 2009-2010 season to the 2017-18 season. Nana, and don't quite 54 breaches. And don't failing to provide accurate information, financial information from 2009-10 season to 17-18, 54 breaches. Failure to cooperate with Premier League investigations from December 2018 to present. Nana, and we are 35. Failure to provide accurate financial reports for player and manager compensation. That's from 2010. Into Osha transfer is a goon. Robinho mo transfer, Yaya Toure mo transfer. Nana, from that time to 2017, 18. Nana, you see a 14.
Right.
Breaches of Premier League profitability and sustainability regulations from 2015-2016 to 2017-2018. Nana, you 7.
And then the say City be good,
Nana, you be pamon. No, we are sacking them from the league. You see, Nana,
these things are rhetoric, so.
No, they are not rhetoric. I've never been a Liverpool fan. But Nana, today I'll talk like a Liverpool fan. Because I'm imagining the number of seasons that Liverpool lost the league by one season. Nana, due to City's so-called quality, so-called money.
But they've not been proven guilty. Say where you charges.
Then I make the breaches are there. Breaches, we breach you. When you're breaching, then we breach.
But until they are found guilty,
nobody are guilty.
But no charges have been prepared against them. I guess you man.
And I make a say that we could see the worst happening.
Oh, okay, we could see.
We could see the worst happening. And I make a say because you are looking at.
In fear, Nyoma we started say bata city.
Oh, no, say by this is about 1 year the news book. But then the charges predate a quick
But what has happened to them since?
Let's have ABC Nana. No, in the history of the Premier League, what is a team be a breachy sustainability rules? Nana, the first one to even happen was Everton. And one rule, no, look at what happened to them. Omo say debut, yenye bi da kra na omo koye ba akupe no, omo say my ba akupe ni mponie.
City, if you know about Tom Jai.
Nana, you want us to bet?
No, nothing will happen to City.
You think nothing will happen to City?
No.
Oh, now then I'm from Anebo FIBA.
That's what happened to them.
After Everton were docked, you can say 10 points for one breach. Now they could face, almost say potentially 10 years
Near Banu.
from the league. They exempt them from the league. 10 years.
Okay.
But me mind cry and they say, those who deserve the title should have it.
Auntie, any FCC team. Near Fema, Oman or so much.
Near
Champions League, Nina.
There be another UEFA for us. Yeah, the NCAA president eventually. No, me that's it.
Muna munye mu obi aboaja mo so discount na mun ko pesca bi na mva meji.
Scan you na yedi no. Scan you na yedi discount. Scan you ndi nyafu za omu discount too much.
All right. 41 minutes past 10. This is the Sports Park on Max 89.7. Yenye messages kakra aba ewo your WhatsApp. We are na fi your break. If you break in the bar, we'll touch down in Abidjan. Then we'll continue our discussions right here in the studio. 89.7 Max FM. Okay, where do we start? This one says, host and pundits are live. The work is done to save Mother Ghana sports. I'll say, certainly today marks our journey back home with deaths. Ghana Black Stars, African version of Manchester United, shambolic, no doubt. Fireman inside Cowbell Industrial Area, Accra. Good morning, Nana. I saw a little improvement in Barca's game yesterday, but still, Zabi's handwriting is a question mark. Nana, tell Ghanaians speaking against the Black Stars coach to shut up. He's not a magician. The players should up their game. Obed from 18 Junction, Spintex. Long time texting. Thank you. This one says, good morning, Max crew. I'm delighted. I'm texting from Sotium. Ghana is going to win by 2 goals. My first 11 for today. Ofori, Alidu, Jiku, Gideon Mensah, Amate, Kudus, Jordan, Pencil, Semenyo, Ashimiru, Williams. Interesting. UG Boy, say, hi Nana Darkwa-Gyasi, hope you are fine. I'm good, sir. The Black Stars of Ghana are winning tonight with 3 goals to 0. Semenyo to score. This UG Boy from Dansoman. This one says, good morning, Max Sports crew. The Black Stars will win by 3 goals to 1. Happy birthday to Aprunti Timothy from Public Enemy inside Adakase. This one says, good morning to you all. Today is today. God help us to win today's game. God will do it for us. I'm listening and watching you live from New Fadama, Presby Church. Thank you. This one says, good morning, Nana. Greetings to everyone listening. We pray for Ghana's victory today. But Nana, please check this. 400 times 200 equals, I don't know. If Ghana stay in the final, how much would we give to the fans? Okay. Kumasi boy from Manet Spintex. We say, good morning, Nana. I'm Yao Talk inside Tama Community 20. Please, this AFCON is producing a lot of goals and it tells us there's an improvement in the African football. I agree with you. This one says, good morning, Nana TCL. Your regular listener, Dem Sleep Benjiro, listening live inside Tema, Newtown. Ghana Black Stars is winning this evening. To all my lovely friends, Boss Spencer, Kofi Salary, Brass Soa, Ateta, Pincho, Big Money, Gold, and to all Parliament and 4K members. This one says, good morning, Max FM. This Ghana coach, I can coach more than him. He's the reason why Ghana played the draw with Egypt. And also, we are lacking. I say, okay, we are lacking for Thomas Partey in midfield. I don't understand. Okay, you want to say we are missing Thomas Partey in midfield. If he was there, like, no win in this game. Okay. Ghana will win and still come home. Thanks to you guys. David from New Legon. Onana. Congratulations from the Man United fans. Nene Popolampo from Dakuman. This is sarcastic. You don't mean good. Hi, good morning, Max crew. May God bless you for the good work you guys are doing for us. Please tell the Black Stars players not to let Ghana's Messi, Mohamed Kudus, do cause 90 job. Upon scoring 2 goals against the almighty Egypt, they should focus and win. That's all. I'm Shingwang at TC25. Thanks. Tema Community 25. That's what you mean. Right. We say, good morning. I'm in a car and I'm doing the listening live. I wish Ghana all the best in their game today. My greetings to my lovely wife, Doreen, at a Shyman Fita line. This is your boy, Amount. Thank you, Amount. Where's Nana Darkwa? Burkina Faso has a solid team, the solid economic team, and can surprise everyone. I'm David, Ashoman Estate. This one says, good morning, Max Crew. Nana, it's a long time I heard your voice. I thank God you are back and strong. Nana, Black Stars should grease their engines today to prove we Ghanaians that it's not over yet. Hey, Nana, I miss Icardi and Warner Roth. Michael 𝐒𝐏𝐿, Agbe for short. Yeah, I know they miss you too. Hi, good morning, Max Crew. This is Eddie O.A. from Lakeside. Of course, Asamoah has to be in the all-time highest Ghana. Highest Ghana scorer. That's debatable. How was can you go see Boanam Pinifone shy and check? Nana, good morning. I'm praying for Ghana today, Pa. If we play like the way we played against Egypt, we'll win and win well. God be with the players. Amen. And no Elmen pass them East Legon Blue Gate. This one says, good morning, Max Sports. Congratulations to my darling club Real Madrid for winning yesterday. Belated birthday to my sister Hilda Opoku, aka Sister at Agbogba, and all gringo pub ladies at Ashoman, First Welder, especially Boss Kush from Crow, from Ashoman, Pure Water. Kush. Good morning, Nana. I'm enjoying the show live inside Adenta. Congratulations to my team Barcelona for their victory yesterday. And as for the Black Stars, I can see them qualify. Promise Ahaji. And anyway, bye. This one says, good morning, Nana and your crew. African football is taking shape, and the North African team's reign is likely to come to an end. Wish Black Stars all the best in tonight's game. Ernest Pope Jerry Wayo from Choco 31st School Junction. This one says, dear Max FM team, I trust this message finds you in good spirits. I want to bring to your attention a noteworthy aspect of the Black Stars team that I believe deserves recognition on your platform. In recent times, it has come to light that Kudus Mohammed stands as the only artificial intelligence, as AI player within the Black Stars team. His integration into the team has been nothing short of groundbreaking, showcasing the intersection of technology and sports in a remarkable way. Kudus Mohammed's capabilities extend beyond conventional player attitudes, and his strategic decision-making on the field has significantly contributed to the team's success. His presence makes a pivotal moment in the evolution of football, highlighting the innovative approaches adopted by teams to enhance performance and competitiveness. Recognizing Mohamed Kudus's unique role in Ghana's Black Stars would not only celebrate the team's progressive mindset, but also shed light on the broader implications of AI in the realm of sports. This acknowledgement could serve as an inspiration for other teams exploring similar avenues, fostering a more inclusive and dynamic sports landscape. I kindly request that you consider featuring Kudus Mohammed's AI contribution in your broadcast, emphasizing the significance of this pioneering development in Ghanaian football. It's an opportunity to showcase the forward-thinking nature of the Black Stars team and bring attention to the intersection of AI and sports. Thank you for your time and consideration. I look forward to hearing more about Kudus Mohammed and his impact on the team through your insightful broadcast. Best regards, 𝐒𝐏𝐿𝐒 Gordon from Achimota Christian Village. Wow! Now this one for Tego break. And now this one for Tego break. Thank you very much for your message. When we come back, the Black Stars and the Black Princess will feature big on our agenda. Don't flick your dial, we'll be back.
Embrace the all-new
soldiers. And I'm highly disappointed in Reverend Josiah Quaye for his inclusion in the past AFCON winners that paid the visit to the Black Stars camp in Côte d'Ivoire. This former Black Stars player calls himself a reverend and at a point in time releases his anguish on the Black Stars by saying the Black Stars can never win any trophy until the nations give them what is their due. Jupiter the General. This matter, the Yimi Frimo Jupiter. To win tonight. I pray we qualify. As for Man City, they will be demoted to the Conference North League. Nana, what happened to the famous World 11 and African 11 friendly match? My name is Joel. Good morning, Joel.
Kilowatt hot beat.
Please, someone should tell Onana not to return to Old Trafford again. If he has his belongings there, we'll send it to him. Oh, why then? Good morning, Max Sports Park. The Mozambican coach said Ghana's strength is only individual quality, but they will kill Kudus today. Can the other players stand and do the work? We just don't know what to expect, though. We're just hoping. Good luck. Thank you very much for your message, Edmond from Tema. Edmond, we're grateful. I am Max 89.7. We say, hey, my name is Lil E. Them go do Kutu to Ghana, then go take Kutu. Ghana 5-0 today. I say Onana is better than all the Ghana goalkeepers combined. Is that true? I know, Craig. Ghana will score 9 against Mozambique. Obiniba from Matai Obiniba. Let's get serious. Come on. I said the AFCON, they are proving us wrong. We should not underestimate any team. David from New Legon. This one says, Josiah. What's he saying? I said, don't link Song's performance to Onana. If you are competent, it's got nothing to do with your goalkeeper. Austin Wadenta, what a stray bullet. Nana, Ghanaians talk too much. How can this coach be blamed for the 1 point we have? We had the chance to move from a 0 point to 3 points, but then Inaki Williams and Bukari finished us. How is that not talked about? Ghanaians talk too much. Pound sterling from a Shaman, Jericho. Thank you, Pound sterling. And this one says, hello, please, I'm Patrick SP from Zenu. Tonight, Ghana is going to win 3-1. My greetings to you guys over there. Thank you. This one says, good morning, Max FM. Please, how are you doing this morning? And how is Nana Adu? Please, today's game, if Egypt win over 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and Ghana win or draw over Mozambique, which of the teams will make it to the round of 16? I see Nigeria qualified for the round of 16. My teams that can make it to the semi-finals are Senegal, Morocco, Algeria, Mali, Nigeria, and maybe Egypt. Yesterday, my team Liverpool got a win without Mo Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm Williams Adams, the psalmist, inside Doavoti. Okay. What are you saying? I am listening. I'll say it's always a blessing listening to the astute and top-notch pundits in the capital. Quench not the fire because you are loud and clear. Inside Kwashibu and Humble Lion is still my sub-record. Ghana is placing second tonight. Greetings to the good people of Kwashibu. Nana NDG. I was saying Nana is better than all of our goalkeepers. That's debatable. I say, did Josiah hear the EPL CEO say that Man City's charges are completely different from Everton and Nottingham Forest? Somebody giving his personal view on the issue doesn't mean Man City will be guilty. He should reduce his exaggeration. The trial has not even started and Josiah is giving his verdict. If City are guilty with top players still joining, will top players still be joining it? Even guilty verdict won't end in City losing the title. This is Kofi. Kofi there. On in there. Good morning, Nana Darkwa and your crew. Remember, Mozambique can also qualify if they win against us, so our boys must be careful. I always knew Josiah wouldn't change. As a fact, he does not like Onana. He should challenge and let me tell him why. In Cameroon's first game, the goal they considered was their keeper's fault. He gave a wrong pass, but Josiah did not talk about it. Mani's goal was a carpet shot. He can't do anything. Why does the world journalist hate Onana? That was what they did to Maguire, but it proved them wrong. Onana will prove Josiah wrong. Carpet shot there and room divider shot. Congratulations to the Black Princesses of Ghana. And Ghana Maya needs to qualify for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup at Basso, Colombia. Afie Womina Ghana Maya Nura Etimiche, Omunyan for Senegal. Eshe Omu Eka Enum Ama Senegal for Etimu Bako. Niako Wiemuni se Ghana a qualify Eko. The FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup enya asem kitwa abasobodi esronkunia dia ma yenua bemma Yusuf Basigi se olidi emaya no mo qualify on a 7-1 aggregate onko share Senegal 2-0 ewo Dakar last week ene nra eye mafia nyame Tracy Chum Salama to Abdullahi Wano ena Berenya kushe mienu edma Ghana etimi winning by 5-1 and in the process booked their place with a 7-1 aggregate. Congratulations to the Black Princesses of Ghana. Mobile, International Comma Techno Mobile, Omo and Eddie Jumede bro. Techno Semen Cancho say ye come on 20 now pay, say a Spark 20 now pay, say a Techno Phantom V4 and now pay, say a Techno Phantom X now pay, X2 now pay for any Techno headquarters, the new ultra modern Techno exclusive shopper. What Dakuman Junction Techno building. Second floor, bra. Na beji phone si amabrubu swing na unu hu de biada state of the art building na. Ene yes mu kama. Ye di phones a would aberere mu with other products Techno Mobile edi abajum bra na bejo die frame penny forward 0596913298 and 0596913320. Techno Mobile on Taichi and edi jumedi eba. Max by Semen Control say if it's got to do with TVs, washing machines, fridges, freezers, sound bars, smartphones, furniture Max buy. Also, Yashita for Ghana for Nena. You can shop online with Max Buy at www.maxbuy.com.gh and enjoy amazing offers. Experience Max Buy like never before. Right. Now, be Joe dear, Max Buy. Happy Life, proud sponsors of the Sports Park. And let me tell you about Star Times. You know you can be watching all the matches at the African Cup of Nations on Star Times. Yes, I mean it. You can also watch over 250 satellite channels and experience the mega world of entertainment in sports, non-stop telenovelas, movies, documentaries, cartoons, world news, and so much more. All on Star Times. If you celebrate 31st of January, which you are 2 months, current bouquet niswa instantly, una 2 months upgrade to the next bouquet, Omega Step Up promo no so. Ukakani nyina boma, unya 70 days viewing. That's not all. Star Times so say, bra, na yancha wa chedi esrunkun, na bibian konkan enfemal. All you have to do is to recharge, stay connected, and enjoy all the goodies from Star Times. Free Star Times, 0242 437888, or you can reach us on WhatsApp on 055 35 11 993. For more inquiries, Star Times, enjoy the guitar live. Time check is 11 minutes past 11.
𝐒𝐏𝐿 Heartbeat.
Okota, wano your friend Chikino Konde, wadin sem kakra tuja, kwa umbe fosu umbeshe Ghana, Mozambique kochi, edi ababe tuja, wasi Ghana die, wenimse omu ya die, enso onyini se, omu chiri subia, wombetimi ashe Mozambique, bobo kono, ene area, ene nyumre, se Ghana ene omu edi boy niya, wenimse, teams nimi enu nyina, Enra and omo final training sessions na asem keto akra Mozambique coach akasa, Ghana coach suso akasa, Dennis Odoy akasa, Reverend Ose-Kofi Kosraomu wono so akasa, ninsema de buy Mozambique coach on the Ghana game oka Spanish neza eno bi kan poto ede chichi mu yintie.
Ghana was a little bit disappointed with the outcome of their last match, which was a draw. So I think the Ghana team could maybe win and score the points and be classified as second in the group. So we need to be responsible in our actions for the next match, and I wish good luck to all of the players. This is quite a home for Ghana as a neighboring country, so we know that this will be a difficult
That's the Mozambique coach. So how about a strategy to face Ghana after watching Ghana draw against Egypt in the other game?
We not share with you my strategy to defeat Ghana, because Ghana is an opponent like many others. So that's why we will play this match with humility and with respect for our opponent, and in making sure that we make very small mistakes. Ghana is also going through a very difficult time, as we do.
That's the head coach of Mozambique's Mambas. His name is Chikino Konde. It's a Chris Hughton. But before Chris Hughton, let's listen to Reverend Ose-Kofi, or a AFCON winner with the Black Stars of Ghana. Now, Reverend Ose-Kofi Eka Mrantibia is Kafra with the Empenivobia, Ghana by Ministry of Youth and Sports. And so woman called Uncle Shamrantin in crying. There was 𝐒𝐿𝐎𝐕𝐄, Reverend Kofi Parry, and then 𝐒𝐿𝐎𝐂𝐂𝐊. All of them now AFCON winners. In some copy Black Stars camp, Côte d'Ivoire. Nankranchen Sama, the command Rantie, no. Reverend Kofi and the Tuja, Yintie Reverend, on some more the buy.
For the first time, we are privileged to have 4 of our members, the amateur footballers, who won the 4 trophies for Ghana. We were called by the ministry to come and watch and meet some of our players.
Reverend Kofi now said, "What in some air banana?"
Yes, that we
The best defender I've ever seen in my life. 𝐒𝐿𝐎𝐕𝐄, number 5. He's also an AFCON winner. 78. Now that man there was a killer. You know, when I was a kid, I thought he was so big, man. I guess I was so small. He was 𝐒𝐿𝐎𝐕𝐄, an AFCON winner. 78. He scored a goal 78 when they won the cup. Just come by to say to wish you well in your game, and also to encourage you and take a picture or something.
Take one pass win. We can do it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, we can do it. Thank you.
We can do it. We will. Right? All is not lost. Yet. We can do it. Right? Good luck.
Thank you.
And so, the message from the old players, yes, we can do it. Omuye and Chris Hutton so Eden in December 2 about the game against Mozambique.
Yes, we are aware of the magnitude of this game. We know that this is a game that we have to win. Our preparation going into the game has been the same as in the 2 previous games, and all we can do is prepare the team to play a very tough match, as all of these games are, and to make sure that we put in a level of performance that allows us to win the game.
Level of performance is the more beba, but Ujitum say a must-win game on our Chris.
I think we are all aware that this is a situation that we would rather not be in. You know, we would rather have more points, and we feel certainly from the performance and the goals that we conceded that we should be in a better position, but we are not. So the conversation is not difficult. This is a game we have to win. The level of performance, I think the players and I think most people appreciate that the level of performance in our game against Egypt was better than our level of performance in our first game with Cape Verde. So the players know what it will take to get a result. There are no easy games in this tournament, and we will come up against a Mozambique team also knowing that they have to win the game. So we have to be physically and mentally prepared for this. and the players know this.
Is it your kind of say a must win in crowning now obia I focused our Kingston yente Chris Hughton.
I think we have a group of players that I think are very aware of the past and very aware of the moments in AFCON where we did very well and then the moments in AFCON where we didn't do very well. So I think they are all aware of that. But that's not the motivation. The motivation is that we know the position we are in now. There is not one person associated with the Black Stars, and if I'm speaking about the players, there is none of the 27 players that we have here that want to be eliminated from this tournament. We are very conscious as a group what that means to the team, what that means to the football association, the environment and the country. We are very, very aware. So what happened in the past can be a reference point, but by far the most important point is that we have a very tough game tomorrow that will see us, if we get the right result, the winning result, will see us making sure that we qualify from the group, and that is the biggest incentive that the players need to know, and the biggest incentive that they are all aware of.
Chris Hughton, I know sitting now focused. Nebusan say, yeah, I don't know. I Ashmeru plaka na uyini free mu na I lamte so wakotna wasa nye bimmo na coach den lie ben kra no.
So the update on Majid is that that we are still assessing him, but the signs are good. He will train today, and the signs are good that he will be fine. This was a situation in the game where we had to bring him off. He'd received a kick in training before that, and consequence of that meant as he started to get into the latter part of the game, he was feeling it. As regards Richmond Lamptey, he's very much part of the squad, and the fact he's part of the squad, then everybody has an opportunity. You know, we constantly talk about how difficult it is to pick a team, to pick a bench, and to leave players out. And this is the responsibility of myself and the technical staff. But Richmond has been a big part of our squad, as has everybody else. And that means that they all put themselves always into consideration to be involved. to social media. I am not on social media myself, so I would have to say most things I don't. But firstly, in any relation to social media, I am not on social media myself, so I would have to say most things I don't see. But I have a head of media that obviously informs you of anything that is put on there or we see. In reference to the particular player is the same reference to all the players. I would be very surprised if there is any player in the squad that is happy that he's not playing. You want a competitive squad.
Apologies, sir. Your voices no na emma mu fenchen if you na di ramo kakra. Apologies. Nana Adu. Yeah.
It's a time in expectation and Ghana ready as a nenumbre. Very important game for these players. Very important game for the technical team. The reason why Abasan is we didn't start a tournament war. So game na ye wa regime say e be bie kwan ni mu amayen. Eye 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 game. Yentuma mpiki win. Enti amwayen. So we are doing everything possible say and able to menya win no. Our Ivory Coast. Menyanka, there shouldn't be major change bia from the game team ball against Egypt. The only area na me wo problem kakra if you have boy Inoki Williams from the wings there, you can try the natural wingers nibi. But I don't think say be her side ni free where may you really comfortable with a lot of changes. I'm at the end of the day, I doubt about this particular game. So may you sure say he will maintain his two center halves, you know. But once the most Ghanaians were interested in Kebeya and Ali do say the Sombra. Because per the Egypt's game I share, no looks like your weakest point back on the right back position. No. Baby another disorder airborne. It's over here, two players and airborne in Indiana. It got to a time I'm cause the problem you consider those two goals, no. But imagine you said the Mozambique approach may be different from the Egypt one. So situation may be different in a game airborne in Nenumbe. Nana Adeba me who were a game against Egypt. Let say be improving there. Back where me who say a wingers no, they were not running with the ball. Jordan and Inoki Williams. But before say they were not semenyo, a lot of runs up front no. And kaya wingers need a lot of runs supporting now. And kaya nim one be productive more. So going to the game, no, imagine him say, I say make sure say, your wingers no will run with the ball. Jordan then I say yentiaso, or no opportunity, I know we remember middle. You cannot infringement about. But rather than before say, he should be more productive, not for born in right 18-yard box, no as a winger or the ball through Mika. Area about why you're working on that. A bit my boy. In think I'm in the minya. Direct wingers, Abia Jordan, Pencil, or Jordan Nyama. Wouldn't be bad. So let's take it to Naki there. Then I want to see him more running with the ball.
Why not Bukari?
Bukari, you know, Wakwaya players, no more second half, you're not more bad. Pencil, no more about second half, 2 or 3 years, and to say they were started.
Right.
Inti Bukari, you know, super soap be a bad in my end. That is how I first say my Jordan the more opportunities on start the game. And yes, I don't have problem with Bukari also starting. That is my point. So area be a say boying. Gideon Mensah should be doing more runnings because where he go as a winger and as a left back on support the attack. Even though me first say then come by you know very important. How about to stay defending you no very important said the man. In the game I bought against Egypt, no me who is say or joining attack no as a left back, modern day left back or add a lot. So maybe depending on your approach I come game no because it was Egypt. We were more consecutive, so we were careful about not conceding that much. And also 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 be young who started no. I won the game no, but side game near side na ebeboa. I still prefer Salis as Mero partnership no. Instead of say any other midfielder ever join it. Salis in the midfield. That is one thing that may responsible to my work. So that would be my fair idea as to players are and so many opportunity started the man. Now we should try and kill the game in the first half.
Right.
First half like a 2 goals be at twatna. And Kwafuni Shebi. They be a crime in the second half. Near boy a normal game no. A very important at the man. Inti Kisuti in the boys in Kasa. As to how from the first minute on the show signs be say qualification in Ghana for. In somebody ahodi mi be sem abodi ye aba my na yetuma kwako den e wa every because for now Krodu Mwache bad performance against 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 and improved performance against Egypt. So in that result no they should show some signs say Mozambique in yet team bia e say e twe ho da re bebedi.
Okay. Quickly, let's do this one. Yani, former Black Stars player, now coach of House of Oaks junior team, Bernard Dombo, before Ghana versus Egypt, or catcher say coach Ninya Mohamed Kudus. Now, onye the ope, man free role as a playmaker, and no bet me ama Kudus abono modern penny ampa coach ni yesa ama Kudus pejane modern bomb. And a must win at the Ghana. Ye koye nwa Don hona ye ni na twetwe komo kakra about today's game. Good morning, Don. Good morning, Don. Pacho boko die. Ya da se oni akasa ne na Ghana ni Mozambique a must win game. I can say we unu say.
First of all, I say for time yedi come against Egypt we dey come make can be for Kudus on say free roll Kudus let's check the volume if I come the break at Kudus when you go person away when you go person away what you say on me all Ghana Black Stars yenyo sana player we a player now we a great player sana tell you yen come person yen fuck you yen ye yen when you bossing Ghana you have show that you know how to play and you can deliver for Ghana say yes man Ghana and nesu sa ne kudu play man Ghana if kudu squad shego a obe asisi ama ya shego e must win say the who can must win say 3-4 yen chena yenko omunya goals na mo fan dia grow takra meta found to say the player hit a ball play safety say mistake ebaye Bukari mistake nebaye no on play safety obobo no corner anka safety banya be atum the way anim no na say ball by and say the must win. You have to win the game. At all costs, you have to win.
Now, but I don't know. I for say approach I was a Ghana for the game. Nuni said they should try and kill the game very early. And yes, sir, how much chance na game no corner him na go ma. I'm very frustrated.
Yes, it's true. It's true. As a coach, you know, Sana Sumeka. Ampa. Say yen kill game. Hey, say 4 yen chef from say first half now 10 minutes can yen 4 na yen say chance na kwa. Yen say man boss and negative no selfish. Ebi mu mo so bu mi mu ka come say yen kill game in terms first half 15 minutes now yen 4 goals. Yen 4 goals no. Na yen kill game. Certain yen she na yen kill game no say Ghana atumi she Egypt. 6 da. Atumi she Mozambique 7.
Wow. Now, don't tell me about it. They say Ghana team last time I'm call AFCON. I'm free first round. This time so I can match back na I'm intimate sha I'm free. I don't know psychologically and how I'm doing.
Kaka mekano say psychology no wo kasa wo as a player no who na say cycle who na say who say baby do and die baby and I say as we qualify tema that because
Hello. Line now breaky kakra. Sorry about that. Don't put the line in your stable. We'll try and get back to him and then we finalize this interview. Okay. There's a message here that says, "Good morning, Nana. I'm Quikwapia in Chebi Apapum. Ghana will win by 4 goals tonight. Kudus 3 goals. Jordan are you 1 goal." Hey, Segazempa. Okay, so somebody was saying that they couldn't hear the coach's voice on air. You are right. We had a technical hitch. Thank you. Also, please, did Man United sign any player this January? Not that I know of. Mohamed is in Afienya. I say, Nana, we have no good coaches. That's why we're struggling. Look at the Odoi guy. He's struggling. But Chris and his 2 assistants cannot see. Amati can play the right back, Nana. Command him to check his selection and stop the brofo. We are serious. My new name is Austin. Nana, the numerology host. Can you imagine? Me, I know the numerology host too. Hi, Don.
Yeah, Nana.
Yes, thank you for coming back. Now, you care about psychology. It's the last edition. Omu first round. This time, so one shot frimu. I don't know my pressure. Menda omuso.
Pressure na beda usuno. That pressure no. Say we must have pressure no that usu afraid no so. Who one kata na say who sa pressure no. Calm down, control sa pressure no. Sa pressure na who feel say beba usuno. Dien ti na say pressure about usu. Pressure no say who be believer. Pressure no say yes say we no say qualify woman Ghana. Yeah, yes say we man Ghana no. We are no pressure on you again. But say the who can first half na go by Sisi I say the American Obia bobo. No country our AFCON we are better. Obia bobo. And I mean kofa country dia say easy baby. Mozambique match na tough match. Tough match, but I believe in my boys. I believe in Ghana say this must win. Say the who can. Omo press and feel momo. No mun call all out. Ni bomb pa momo say ene Said the day are you more than best start here. Onyani go. Jordan Nyani go. Kudu Sunyani go. Pencil Munya Shimelo Musa Shimelo Mkawa. Bukari Munyo Mugo. Obi Obenya go be our share. Omusha said Ghana yen to me qualify now. You have to qualify ne. Munyani say. Ombe your more, ombe discipline of Musu. Ombe your Jumani, your Muya Jumani year. Trust me, Ghana will win the game today.
How for said to that coach ni substitutions and so at I ha one na dear na obeka fa
A player like Bukari, yen in Bukari, mistake never yet, and AD Dekasi coach ni substitute say next year. But trust me, Bukari good player on one over some killing game no matter but say the American football tani coach biani philosophy. Bia on person be substitute hana ye hanu so ye substitute but say one players now ni more qualities omukita bia we ma second half bia we ma time we bia we there 50 minutes we there 30 minutes we there 75 minutes nti say won bia hondin say the obo ni ball ekosi time obebo akosi nti mi hunu say football lose na draw na ba ye ya lose substitute ni bi obetumi aye ube lose obetumi aye ube win and I can last me catch himself coaching no obia ni philosophy bakalak so bisa lak na latin sun diwich asa
Internal ba Ghana be share.
Trust me, we win the game today.
And qualify. And qualify?
Yeah, and qualify. We win and qualify.
Echa be san fro anopa nyamboa.
You be qualify into frame yanopa. Na yen handkerchief white no.
Dada Don.
Nana Darkwa.
Nyami show you that say.
Nana.
Right, that's my brother Bernard Domboti, former Black Stars player, House of Oak legend. Nana Adu.
I'm familiar na. You know,
Domboti, me believe in it too much. I me believe in Domboti. I me believe in it too much.
Senior.
Domboti. Born in Kano Kre.
Oh. That's what I can say.
Oh, born Kano Kre.
Still that way, man.
Oh, Odisheba. Who they can want them?
So, my phone said that seriousness in the Ghana for here. Our players, so. Me assure say we share the free camp or by the editing near the na players na him here say.
Omo win match.
Omo win our game win. Omo show sign be say any brain about mistake na in share against 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄 na yeah that fit. The most important thing is the qualification. Then we take it from there. So you penny for the team nechi, your players, technical team, game way, a matter of interest at the man every Ghanaian. Seriousness is what we are looking from the Black Stars team, and I thought say Mozambique shouldn't be a teamer. Yeah, per qualification be a problem. So Nana, we will do in this Black Stars team. They say, and then they will pick the maximum win and qualify Ghana to the next round of the competition.
Joe.
Nana.
Yeah, all this sheba.
Yeah, same.
Wabama buon.
We won't be Nana.
Obi
a train, fancy train. Obi a train say Black Stars be winning. Because when the Black Stars who win, and we come there.
Oh yeah.
So they are here. But yes, yes, you fear Nana.
They did a chirebi. You bata win.
Then yes, you cry. Obi a train. Easy. Nana. I think say may share
DJ Venza. I want him DJ Venza.
Yeah, DJ Venza. Yeah, DJ Venza.
Oni Ajimambedu na dia boy ni no. Ajimambedu se Ghana be share 3-0. Venza se o sure na. O se Venza pon marking baby a. Hey, imana Ajimambedu baby a obi am chawa. Oni Venza.
Wow.
Ayido.
Nana nyebete. Nyebete. And I don't know why for the second straight AFCON, Nana will put ourselves in such a situation. I just can't tell.
Yeah.
But Nana, let's be honest to ourselves. Nana, 4 goals they are conceding na tournament to him. It's been down to lack of concentration.
Giveaways, huh?
Nana, look at the first goal you conceded against 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄. Lack of concentration, individual error, and at the buy. Look at the second goal. It's the cheapest goal you can ever give away in a tournament. The goal we considered, the second goal we considered against Cape Verde. Against Egypt, Nana, she 2 goals in. I say, yeah, yakwasi yeche goals. Nana, all the 2 games we've played so far, we've just given away goals. Just like that. Cheap goals.
Cheap fashion, no?
Cheap goals. It looks like your opponent, and brave for what? Go. Me who go be I consider because it was a well-worked goer. Yeah, then. Ya concede. And I think that has been our biggest problem now. How do we keep our concentration intact for 90 minutes? Say, yeah, beko game one, and we'll just be like error-free within 90 minutes.
Some have questioned our goalkeeper, but I think they have been too harsh.
No, it's been too. It goes there against Egypt. No, you can't blame the goalkeeper for those goals. And if there's one thing, me pese boys ni ensure fi Egypt game, Nana, is the confidence of the Egyptians. They didn't play better than us. But Nana, they are just confident. If you make a mistake, we what? We'll punish you. Anytime only Egypt for ball, Nana, Egypt are not an extraordinary. And I believe every Ghanaian who won the game, so say, it's Egypt are not yeko game no more. Yes, no. Egypt from when. But then, if you can put up such a performance against Egypt, then who is Mozambique? No, that's the question, Nana. Say Egypt in poverty only or more.
Egypt Dina and I say
no, even the team. No, Nana, Egypt. In the last edition, you see Egypt in the players. Egypt players in the don't want you can say Egypt or with the exception of you can say Hegazi.
I know it has never made sense to me. Listen, and it will never make sense to me because Egypt, the success story in AFCON, the local players.
And the local players now, Jay. So what you say? So Egypt there's never been a time where I say Egypt, Timo Kitano, Nana, and your force. Then you must be lying to yourself. Because current holders of the CAF Champions League, it's Al Ahly. And most of the players of Bobo or no heading, the Egyptian national team. So if we are able to put out such a performance against Egypt, then I don't see why we shouldn't win against Mozambique. I just don't see how we should lose this game against Mozambique, especially when 𝐋𝐈𝐕𝐄, a defense will group him, and there's just one available spot remaining. Nana, we have to win at all costs. Sa any brain na the ball Egypt game no. Nana sa ejane ni se do. The energy na the ball sa Egypt game no. Nana, it shouldn't die off. We need that same energy in today's game against Mozambique. And if there is something I've also learned in the first game and also in the second game, Nana, it looks like your players don't want to take a risk. And it is what Mohamed Kudus did and fetched him 2 goals and also fetched Ghana 2 goals and a point. The goals he scored, Nana, and goals be because ball the bed down or train now so dream once no heading or ball. Utie first goal no even you can utie comment China. Oji ball the guy says he's the guy who can what? He's a dangerous guy. Oji ball Nana and drew ball in the 2 seconds when he's a man.
I was like this the man then.
See Utie, I was like guy need none heading and see. Nana, if you want to be the best players are risk takers. And Mohamed Kudus took risk for both goals. Goals too not saying no heading. He took risk. And the risk paid off. So this is not the time by your players and you be passing ball. No, Udru baby now to be ball shots now ball. Because even the second goal took a deflection. Second goal now Kudu share. Nana, it took a deflection. And Oshed first game I boy against 𝐶𝐈𝐄. Need a second game now. There were 2 different games we played. I want to see that Nana, that hunger in the players. Say Librene Edibo Egypt and one Edibo Mozambique. Bibi na bench you. Ghana ni Mozambique we come back say yeah trip pen ni paper calculations. Because we've seen it before against Comoros, where we thought we've drawn Gabon and Comoros here Nana Fala. Every year na 3-2 and Yedi Befi. We can't allow those mistakes to happen again. 4 points will be enough to qualify us. 4 points will be enough to qualify us to the next round. 4 points, no, it will be enough to qualify us to the next round. And that is what we need to do now. We need to win and win convincingly. So that at least a powerhouse to say Ghana now will be film back-to-back AFCON's group stages. How? Oh, no.
All right.
So from a powerhouse, back-to-back AFCON's group stages. No. They need to win for us.
All right, we're going to the phone lines. We're picking your calls on 050. 0201 825 252 0201 825 252. Joe, don't confuse me. Hello.
Hello, Nana. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Nana Feli.
Nana Mpachoye da sienko.
Yeah, Nana. At some Nana Dombote Ekaino. Pressure, you be at pressure of ball also. Problem of the day. I'm going to call here for. Or make sure that solve problem of the day. And then Ghana for problem of the day. No. Who's on better ever solve. Because pressure is not more so. It is some kind of Moko gold Maya. Yeah, Ghana for your liberty. But some kind of Moko, and it's better pressure more. It will make sure say, on the solve problem of the day. The chair are not pass them. Now, me tell about what committee one. Your fellow, Mr. Hagan. Yakupo Ishao. Any of my boy, Nana.
Yakupo Ishao, yes, sir. That's it. Thank you very much for your call. Your friend Oscar, taxi driver at Nungwa. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. Thanks for the good work done. Black Stars will win by 1 goal tunnel. The goal will come in the second half by Semenyo. Wow. 0201 825 252 0201 825 252. Say you be banner what do I drink about say Nana, my fears are attackers. They can't give out the ball. Austin, thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is Pendek from Adenta.
All right, sir.
This is Nana. Today match it will be good and that because the Mozambique you see they score if Egypt, it's not easy. Even the penalty Egypt get before it correct them go. So Mozambique to me. So if Ghana is may make serious, Mozambique shame Ghana. So Ghana have to be serious. That is the matter. Huh?
Thank you very much. We're grateful that you called. Many thanks to Techno Mobile, Star Times, and then Max Buy. They are proud sponsors. Plus Premium Motors. They brought to us Renault. Hello. Fabun Pachuya da se na mo alamte no on mani mobi. Coach ni so oya de power training tie mo mpa ne hwe.
Oya mpa ebo ni. Asimeru mo to asira nye papa. Asimeru ni wa so woni no nya na bo wapa.
Ai.
Asimeru ya no ko no. Akwa jere mfa ya ko pa kwa ya wake up se maka jo se US mo passport mo mo bia ha no. Etiri qualify that you.
Za coach de enyo nom de be ko, on be pam na answer qualifiers na sha se. Oh, o da ga di hwede ebesi.
Na Africa plan mo ha.
Pacho emani de ne basu na mema de ne basu kwada ni nyina so e basu o Max TV ntia no ahwe. Yo Fabu. Yo Fabu. All right. Yeah, that's Fabu now to say in the casa from 𝐒𝐏𝐂 man. He's a loyal listener, very hardcore listener of Max Sports from day one on the end at NASA, alongside most of you guys as well. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Active line, nobody there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Nana Darkwa.
Open it.
Nana Darkwa, good morning.
Morning.
Danini Fadama.
Yeah, that's a swaba.
Nyamisha unajuma pa mogo.
Amen.
Ese di nyani se di empa bobe tai blaster for sebe ya at least. Yenya de ne gibitimi awini game no amayen na yensu yetimi akoko yenu. Mini anu be ba ko bi ye Mr. Frank ene Master Kwashilo Mutio, every Fadama president. nyame hyɛ me papa mo bo amen.
Mr. Frank, the Master Kwashivi, yes, we Bebre. We say good morning, Nana. Thank you and your noble panelists. You are doing a good job. The Black Stars are going to win by 2-0. And my greetings to my dad, Ali Awudu, popularly known as I Believe. This is Ali Isaka at Afinya Zongo. Papa didn't I Believe. Wow, where do I believe, Ampa? All right. Hello. There we go, Obienio. 5 minutes to midday. When is midday? We'll wrap up on the sports park. Hello. Good morning. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jackra. I don't know.
Rather not do more.
Yeah, they are you and Anna, my patch away a power will take you room.
Paulia Dase.
I granted the canama my basun to my pa. I made a cacra mechanic say. You see, a Ghana blastano. I dear we hear a dear for Ghana for a GD. I said Ghana for being a GD woman, not Ghana for a tie with me. Because the Ghana for the one shoes me tired here. Timmy, who? Timmy, I am better now who say Ghana blaster and agent and an answer. A Ghana for smart in him and a Ghana for support. I want support and I say, na Ghana for they want support the against Egypt. Who say Timmy no more bastro? Intimidating says a Ghana for pa a type blaster and HDR. Don't be also a him. Nana Darkwa I made a new say Egypt here only say no. Meaning Egypt is one of the trophy in I have passed and wash Napa to be coming to see our frame. That's it.
I cried that's it. Nyamisha Bebre 89.7 Max FM. Yeah, for calls up to 12 midday. O the bar na afi ya kinkai ama messages na me kan wan say me into channel. So hello.
Good morning.
Mpacho me juice over. Yeah, that's it.
Main station one. Nana. And then Yami Bay White.
Amen.
The better of focus. Then I'm a
also Diana.
Nana man so die. Niame una makatio.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Nyansabuakwa.
Who are do ejira na sense won krum.
Me want sound krum no main station.
I'm a very sure.
I am a taxi station at the Loduko Ades.
You. Mizuma Kuntebu a phone abroad man.
Abroad man in the car.
I'm a Kuntano.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, that's it. Abroad man cramning was semi. All right, 57 minutes past 11. Max Sports brought to you by Max by Techno Mobile. Start times. Hello.
Hello, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
You prepare.
You.
Smart Kaninya, don't but to serve the Kaninya. More city, more Bianca. Make a place in city. Strategy, and I say, how many Egypt boy, you know. I'm about the same game with Mozambique. Master, to say any can because the net will give you papa until a strum pa a more formal last and to see. At least in free stage, you money on next stage. Metro time, Ben, I'm way
8 p.m.
Like it.
Yamin Shao. 89.7 Max FM, live around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. Live in Secondary Takrade on Maximum 104.3. Hello.
Hello, Nana.